want you guys to root for your favorite contender. And if you don't know them, because yes, maybe these are strangers to you, you will get to know them pretty soon. Those names will linger on the back of your head. Right now, we have Rox with his Meta Knight. Interesting matchup here, trying to play fire with fire. You know, you got those jumps, you got the Gimp opportunities, and I think it's absolutely mandatory because of how the spaces struggle when it comes to recovering. The linearity of those tools will be a bit of a demise once Rox gets your Meta Knight hands on you.
And like the thing is, a lot of people underestimate Meta Knight quite a lot.
Yes.
Because low key, this character is busted. Like low key. Well, I was mentioning it with Toon a moment ago. What the heck is that? Is that tag, bro? But I was mentioning with Toon a moment ago. A lot of people, whenever they got their hands on Ultimate, said, "You know what? Meta Knight's busted, bro. Like he's Brawl Meta Knight all over again." And then he started to slowly but surely fall off the chart. But the thing is, it's not that he lost any tools. It's just that a lot of people noticed that he was a bit more of a technical character, like a character that you had to actually invest time in. And people start to notice like I can have the same results without like actually having to train as much. So that happens most of the time. But we're seeing right here, Rox hasn't really ever given up on his Meta Knights. He also has his Sheik obviously in hand and stuff like that. So I really like to see how this Meta Knight fares against a character as fast as Fox. But obviously Meta Knight has the same speed to rival, and we're going to be seeing exactly how this is going to fare.
Yeah, to be honest, Rox hasn't given up on any of his characters, despite people always telling him like, "Oh, dude, they're bad. Don't pick Sora. Don't play Meta Knight. Don't play Sheik. You could be playing another character." Rox, that's what differentiates him from a lot of competitors, because he's still very, very good, even with these characters that feel like dead ends. You know, when it comes to the tiers or their placings in tier lists right now. Rox taking the stock not as early as he probably would have hoped for, because Raider is just a couple hits from just bringing it back. Maybe a stray up smash will be enough if he manages to land it. However, Rox is known for being very good, very consistent at just staying back. You know, knowing when to poke. And this could be very lethal for Fox, considering its small weight. Trying to go for the two frame, but not connecting.
Not at all, and we're seeing that exactly that. Rox was punished because he had a bit of an attempt right there to connect it with the forward smash that we know that doesn't have a lot of lag, but it just caught him slacking right there, and is able to eat that back here in order to help Raider get back on stage. And right now it's actually Raider the one that's in the lead with the stage control right here, but Rox obviously with the bajillion jumps that Meta Knight has is able to get back onto the stage as soon as possible. We're seeing right there with the drag down, the jab block attempt right there with the read, but immediately gets him punished because he didn't do much at all. Right there with the drill right there, going simply very easily punishing him right there, but all right there with the jabs. Not enough. Oh, I thought it could have been enough smash. He thought, but no. And right here, I do see a lot coming from Rox that he tries to go for those two frames that aren't really working. But what do you need a two frame if you have a read and a half, sir? Why?
They will eventually work. That's a scary part, because even if he tries every single time, they will eventually be a matter of just catching Raider in a side B. You know, the illusion, Fox illusion, to get back to the stage. Once he does that, and Raider knows this, that's why he hasn't fallen for them, at least not quite yet. However, Rox knows that a little bit of conditioning will go a mile, and great job from Raider avoiding those not setups, but traps that Rox is just setting out every time he charges or commits to a smash attack. He knows that he has not a lot to lose, because Fox punishing options are not that good, especially if percentage is low enough. And right now Raider is struggling here because he knows that he has to recover and tries to go for the spike, unable to find its target just yet.
Not quite so, but maybe in a moment, because right here the percentage is high, and that could be exactly what he needed. Even though Fox is on the lighter side, he does fall fast, so that could have been exactly what saved him on this occasion from reaching the blast zone. And right here, Raider trying to actually make this come true, because Meta Knight has a lot of those options in order to be able to like kill you fast enough. But Rox is struggling a bit right there with the downer to simply just get off me. Trying to get hit with the out of shield nair once again. Meta Knight with a lot of great out of shield options, as we're seeing right here. Be careful right here. Oh, tries to go for the out smash and gets punished with the forward throw. Now I see that Rox is trying to go for the offensive maneuvers, but oh, what a bait! What a bait right there coming from Rocks, thinking, oh, am I going to fall down? Nope, just get baits out that up smash and just hits him with the perfectly timed back air.
And you know what? I absolutely loved the way that Raider was slowly bringing it back. Like he was just trying to get a tech situation, a tech punish, either with that forward throw. And it's something that a lot of Foxes do, knowing and realizing that if their opponents roll or tech out of panic, they will have enough time, because Fox is super fast. He will have enough time to just let rip one of those deadly up smashes. Characters remain the same. So this could very well be last hit situation once again. Rox barely getting that win, which is a little surprising. It just speaks volumes of the level of the competitors that we have here in the Northeast, how just quickly they adapt no matter their opponent.
Yes, and that's something like exactly what I was going to mention. It's not like to discredit Rocks, of course, because he has the title of Prince of the North for a reason, right? But it's just that right now you see how a lot of people have had exactly that like burst in level out of a sudden, where people thought that no, it's not that I can't touch Rocks and stuff like that. You see them just doing their absolute best, bringing titans of players that have been known to be absolutely dominant, bringing them into like very, very difficult situations, last stock situations, stuff that actually challenges them. And of course, that's something that they love. Why? Because they're always looking to get better as well. So it's very nice to see that it's exactly that. Oh my God, what an attempt to read. It's exactly that pushes them to go forward. And that's like the strength of the Mexican scene.
Yeah, that's something we were mentioning yesterday on Techable back air. Beautiful there from Rocks. And that's something we were mentioning earlier, how the of course, we've seen this a lot, right? Each region, and by region I mean continents or countries or whatever you want to call it, plays differently, right? The US is very meticulous. They're very reaction based. The Japanese are very, very cautious, very solid, very combo based. And then the Mexicans, they're out for blood. You know, they're out there on the hunt for those clips, for the flashy stuff, and it just works as well. They're just so passionate when it comes to fighting, and they don't care dropping a combo if it means that they can get a really well executed read. You know, it's always a good trade for the Mexican competitors, or at least the best of them. So that's why we see a lot of great combos coming from whichever. Not even if you're a top player or a mid-level player, you will still bring us and give us a treat no matter where you at.
Exactly. Right here, I do see that Rocks is trying to get this stock as soon as he can. However, the thing is, those techs, of course, if you're a spacey man, you have to know how to tech. There is no way in this world where you're a spacey man and you do not know how to tech, and you're not gonna let me lie, sir. You have to know how to press that R button, or else you're gone. You're gone. And of course, trying to get that edge guard right there, going with the up tilt after catching him trying to jump from the edge, and the trade saved Raider's life. And now we're going to be seeing him going for those jabs, trying to get Rocks off of him, and effectively so. Now going with the fair, once again with the up air, capitalizing the fact that Rocks did not tech. And now, once again, we're seeing that Raider is on the offensive, which is something that we had not seen for a hot minute. And of course, it is immediately shut down by Rocks, but you can't really blame him because he was on the offensive for a good 30 seconds, and now he is back on the cutting board with the stock deficits.
Yeah, once again, Rocks with that perfectly spaced. Hey, be careful. You don't want to fall for that. You don't want to be a victim of the circumstance. But yes, Rocks with the perfectly spaced back airs have been getting the second hit of that back air has been absolutely crucial to get those stocks as early as possible. And we haven't seen a lot of edge guarding from the Meta Knight main at this point, because it hasn't been working. Raider has been doing a phenomenal job at staying alive for the longest time possible. Careful here. It's a place where you don't want you find yourself at. But again, Raider doing a phenomenal job at staying alive. It's absolutely ridiculous just how good he reacts, how quick he reacts in order to avoid near death out of every single interaction off stage that he has had against Rocks with this Meta Knight.
Quite so, trying to go right there for the early kill. Zerk, I do understand that most of the times Rux is the person that just tries to shut this down as soon as possible. But
Yeah.
you see right here, I see that Raider is just simply is easily taking this and making this more close than it has to be. So right here, I'm seeing that it could be just one back air at ledge, all that either of these characters need. And the thing is, Meta Knight has that faster back air, but it in regards to range, it is Fox, the one who has been known to make a wall of back airs because it is faster, but it's more lengthy in regards to the time that it's out. And this could be it. Oh, trying to go for the down air right there, trying to make him go into another edge guard situation, which, oh, that's going to be it. The up smash is good. Yeah, thank you very much. The up smash is going to be enough for him to leave. And this is going to be 2-0 in Rox's favor, clawing that 3-0 in order to advance into top 8.
I'm still quite surprised that Rux hasn't been able to get the edge guard that he's actively fishing for. It speaks volumes of how good Raider is when it comes to coming back to the stage, into safety, and he's been super close, and that's super scary because Rux has remained Meta Knight, which is not his main character. He's still doing phenomenally with him, but it's not the main course, the main dish, right? So the fact that Raider has been pushing on his toes, like stepping on his toes, it just speaks that either this game goes towards Rux once again, or Raider finally learns or adapts enough to put one on his score, which I think it's absolutely perfectly possible considering just how good Raider is in terms of fundamentals.
Naturally, yes, and I completely agree with you. But right here, what I am noticing is that even though Raider has those back and forth moments, it's Rux that consistently is ending them. Like, of course, I do not mean to disrespect Raider in any way, but while he does, flip the tables on Rux occasionally, he's struggling quite a lot to consistently end them. And that's something that Rux had on deck. I mean, of course, he used to play, no. Oh, he makes it back. Of course,
yeah.
Fox, of course he's going to make it back.
Yeah.
What a nice display right there of the fact that this character is busted and y'all don't know it.
And look like that, just like that, Raider brings it back in a second, despite being very close to the abyss. He still managed to bring it back once again, landing on that back air from Rux, allowing him to just bring the game back into neutrality. And it's really scary because you know that Raider had a good opportunity there to get a good lead. However, it was immediately demolished, and it comes to show how just consistent Rux is, like how patient he is, how quickly he can collect himself. And now this is the scary part because he had the read on that forward smash, however, landing it just throwing it a little just too early for it to connect, or at least to the full of it extends. So it's really interesting to see how Raider is going to bring it back. I definitely think he's capable of, but right now Rux is making it almost impossible.
Right. Almost impossible, but you see the key word right there is almost, because right now Rux is the person that is in the lead. And of course, we know that Raider could get a bit of an ace under his sleeve. Of course, right here, trying to go for the up smash, trying to kill him right there, but no, just Rux simply taking this easy. And once again, you have to tech those. You have to tech those, my man, because it becomes a bit more on the difficult side in order to be able to, what is going on?
Nice.
Yeah. No.
You know what? It's the third time that Raider misses those techs, and it's absolutely unfortunate because if those were to connect to land as he should, he would ensure a little bit more survivability. Oh no, that's a little too low. Please tech it. No, once again, the fourth is going to seal it. Raider not having that finger on the trigger as ready as he probably should will cause his demise, and he will move down to the loser side of the bracket. He's still alive, but that was a consistent 3-0 from Rux, the king in the north, aunque le sangre la boca. The king in the north, the current king of the north. He will move on forward into semifinals, and he's going to be facing Guaymas as soon as that happens. But I believe we're going to be moving down to the loser side of bracket soon.
I think so.
I like that.